Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. And for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, it's where you lot in the comments run the show. I see Sleeping Dragon asking, come on then, Flawless. What's this show about, please, mate? I'm glad you asked Sleeping Dragon. Like I said, the show is all about you lot in the comments. You get to ask any sporting question, past or present. So it's any sport, past or present. It can be football, it can be basketball, it can be boxing, might be tennis, UFC, NFL, whatever you want to ask about. So get your questions in. Don't forget, if you are a member of the channel, your comments, your questions take priority like a super chat. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. So if you see me going to the same names, I'm not ignoring anybody. And if you are a member and you ask a question, I will star it and I will get to it. Don't worry about that. Let's bump up the likes as well. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Obviously, everyone who's come over from the raid on Shameless FC. Like I said, make sure you hit the like button on the video. There's over 60 of you lot in the building, and we're only at 17 likes. So let's get up to 30 likes expeditiously. Let's do that. Please share this across the socials as well. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. We're currently on 6,334. We're looking for one more subscriber. Get us to 6,335. Just one. There's over 60 of you lot in it. So hit the subscribe button. I will run through the comments as well very shortly. But like I said, get your questions in. You can see from the title, Manchester United beat Brighton on penalties and are through to the FA Cup final. Spurs hit for 6 by Newcastle. You may have a question regarding Arsenal drawing at home to Southampton, Manchester City being in a title race with them. It may be boxing. Tank obviously stopping Ryan Garcia as well. I was discussing, not discussing that. I was going back and forth with a couple of people on Twitter just yesterday about that. So if you got any questions regarding that, obviously NBA playoffs is going on currently as well. I know the Warriors tied the series against the Kings, winning by 1 point. So it may be something related to that. That's absolutely fine. But like I said, get your questions in. Big up to Stephanie G. I see you. Big up JP. Big up Malcolm. Daniel says he's magic, you know. Big up Blue Hell, who says long time no see. Sleeping Dragon, yeah, I already did answer that, but big up to Sleeping Dragon as well. So let me get to the questions. Like I said, get your questions in, people, and I'm sure more of the panelists will join shortly. Question to the panel: Can you guys see the Cavs coming back from a 3-1 deficit against the Knicks? The Knicks are looking good, man. Jalen Brunson underappreciated. I'm not gonna lie, I've not watched anything in this series, so I can't really answer that. But what I'll do, Dennis, is once more of the man them join, they'll be able to tell you, because I've not watched the Eastern Conference regular season and I've watched nothing in regards to this season. I'm going to try and catch that series. But I'm more interested in the West. Warriors, Kings, Lakers, Grizzlies, Suns, Clippers. The West is just where it's at. I just have very, very little interest in them East Coast matchups. But Peter did say Knicks Cavs is decent. So I'm going to try and catch it next week. I'm going to update the live stream schedule on the Twitch with that as well, because I know the times as well. Big up to Cams, big up Victor. Yeah, Black Diamond, got you. I'm going to send you the link very, very shortly. Warrior says, big up Flawless. What was your first reaction when you saw Tottenham Newcastle first half score line 5-0? I couldn't believe it, because I wasn't watching live. So I wasn't paying it no mind. I wasn't paying it no attention whatsoever. And then 5-0, I was like, and 5-0 inside 21 minutes. Couldn't believe it. I know Spurs are bad. Like, don't get it mistaken. Spurs are a worse version of Manchester United. But yeah, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was in shock. That's what it was. It was sheer shock, disbelief. That's what that was in regards to that. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like, that's why I've just sheer shock. Props to Newcastle, though. You know what I'm saying? Props to Newcastle each and every time, because they're still having a great season and bounced back from that poor defeat against Aston Villa last week. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of someone who knows about poor defeats, Chelsea fan Victor's in the building. Yes, family, who you telling me?
Oh, good man. It's been a good week for Chelsea, man. We didn't play.
Yeah, you didn't
Great
play. You
week.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, great week.
Hey,
And you know what? F you for trying to talk in the chat. I seen you about, this Matoma dagger
what do you
going
mean?
slap. Yeah. Yes, that's what I mean. I see
Hey,
you in the
hey,
chat.
hey, hey, hey.
I'm saying,
You man are crooks, man. You deserve to lose. You're crooks.
nah, we ain't crooks. It's just that them man are
Hey,
just, can't create and can't finish.
yeah,
That's not our
exactly. You're
fault.
crooks. That's what
How are
you're
we
crooks, man.
crooks? How are we
Don't
crooks?
worry, solid march, man. Don't worry, we'll be back next year, man. Don't
Shout
worry.
out Solly March, man. Great penalty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Hey,
Solly
sure,
March
man.
each and every time, man. Love
Hey,
to
hey.
Solly March.
If we're going to talk about how Rashford, the Rashford
Go on.
performance or no?
Oh, no, it was poor. I was just about to, before you jumped on, I was going to get into the Manchester United game as well while I was waiting for some more questions to come in. Yeah, we were awful. Like, outside of being defensively good, shouts to Victor Lindelof. I thought he was excellent. He was my man of the match for us today. I thought Luke Shaw was good as well. I do criticize Victor Lindelof very, very. I criticize him a lot because I don't think he's that good, but today, it's very, very good. Luke Shaw shown today why I like him as a centre back. Him as a backup centre back, I have no issue with. I don't think all season he's had a bad game playing at centre back for Manchester United. I think it suits him down to a T. Wan-Bissaka has been good since his form's been good since the World Cup. He has been probably our most improved player this season, I would say, because he was one player who was top 3 on everybody's list to move out the door. Now, Murtaza said it on the watch along, he's our best fullback. And I was like, you're probably right, but that shows where we're at. But props to Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, and Shaw today. I thought Delo was okay. Everybody else was terrible. Casemiro, awful. Eriksen, awful. Bruno, awful. Anthony, yeah. Rashford, awful. Martial, awful. All bad. All of them. Couldn't string no passes together. I said before the Sevilla game, the second leg before the game today, I'm counting on our better players because I know if our better players do the business, then I know if our better players do the business, we can win this game. But when they don't play well, we struggle, and it shows. And that's what I'm counting on in the FA Cup final is our better players to perform. If they perform, we have a chance. If they don't perform, we're screwed. 110%. What's the word? Big up Marcel who says, big up the gang. Can't believe Brighton, man. I would have been 2-0 this week. Yeah, but you're 1-5. You know what I'm saying? Because your predictions suck. That's what it is. You're 1-5. So it is. That one. Yes, his predictions do suck. He's 1-5. You know what I'm saying? That's what? 10%. How much is that? 25%? I don't know. You know maths better than me.
Well, I think it's like 10%.
Yeah, it's 10%. You know what I'm saying? Flawless, when you said the midfield was poor, how bad was it on a scale from 1 to 10? About 3. And if someone wanted to argue me down and say a 2, I wouldn't argue them down. I'd have more pushback on it being a 4 than it being a 2. It was awful. They were all bad individually, and it was all bad collectively. In terms of not much defensive cover in front of the back 4. We didn't win much, lost first tackles, lost most of the second balls. Passing as well. Something that I credit Casemiro and Eriksen at being very good at is keeping the ball. I speak on Eriksen all the time about keeping the ball ticking, giving the ball away. If you, Warrior J, if you watch the Sevilla game, it wasn't too far away from that. Just giving the ball back to the opposition. And shout out to Peter, I keep using this, results-based analysis. The conversation on this chat would have been so much different if Manchester United lose that shootout. But because we won, people are not talking about it. That performance is not good enough. Forget the result. Over the moon about getting through FA Cup semi-final, but the result is a concern. And that's why I want more than half. That's why I want the majority of these players gone, because they're not good enough. Even if we win the FA Cup and we do a domestic double and finish in the top 3, I still stand on everything I said. Even though we've had a successful season, I still want the majority of these players gone, because they're not good enough for where Manchester United are trying to go, in my opinion. And when I say where Manchester United are trying to go, compete and win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. And not all of, when I say go, I don't mean all of them should be sold, even though I believe some of them should. I'm talking about being squad players. Lindelof, even though he's excellent today, he's a squad player at best. Same with Luke Shaw. Wan-Bissaka the same. Delo, if he's here, the same. That's the entire back 4 I just mentioned. Eriksen the same, who I'm a big fan of. Bruno the same, who I'm a big fan of. Martial, because he can't stay fit anyway. Look what I just named people. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. De Gea should be gone. 8. Anthony, we're still unsure on 9. What are we doing? Well, because we won, it won't be a conversation. That if there was someone pop up in the chat and be like, yo, why are you so critical of these players? Because of performances like that. But because we won, it doesn't make it okay. Because eventually it will catch up on you. And that's why we've been battered at times this season. That's why we got Sevilla. That's what happened. My head's still hot. Still hot. Let's see what you lot saying. Flawless 3 fullbacks playing in our back 4. I hear you, Stephanie G, but I class Luke Shaw as a centre-back now anyway, because I think he's better as a centre-back. Yes, Wan-Bissaka deserves credit. Westbrook is going to do hilarious with that. Man said all my predictions have been cash money of late. Actually, you have been on point as of late. Let's see. It's more than 10. You know what I'm saying? It's more than 10, Stephanie G. Definitely more than 10. No. I still don't rate Lindelof. Don't get it mistaken. I still don't rate Lindelof. He still should be number 5 at best if he's here. But today, he was excellent. Because that's what I can do. I don't run agendas. I cannot rate a player, and a player plays well, and I praise him. Same way I can be a big fan of a player, and he plays poorly, I'm a criticize. Casemiro, I think, is an excellent player. Top quality. But was awful today. Was awful against Sevilla, because I can do that. I don't have favorites. I don't do the favorites thing. Yeah, I got you. My bad, Eddie. I thought I'd send it through to you. I'm going to send it through to you on Black Diamond right now as we speak. My bad. 1 second. Bear with me. So that's what it is. Ain't no flip-flop thing. Lindelof still should be number 5 if he's here. And if he was sold, cool. I still want a new centre-back. Right-sided centre-back to be playing in front of him, Luke Shaw, Martinez, and Varane. Like, come on, man.
I have a right-sided centre-back.
Who's the right-sided centre-back? Go on, who?
Koulibaly. Senegalese international captain.
Yeah. I'm
blessed. Napoli.
I'm blessed. Appreciated, but I'm blessed.
Fuck.
I'm blessed.
It's better than Lindelof, though.
Yeah, but being better than Lindelof is not the bar. He arguably is. I'm not even gonna argue you down, fam. But I'm not. To Daniel who says Victor Lindelof hate unnecessary. Where's the hate? What have I said about the man that's in? What have I said about him that's incorrect, Daniel? To say it's hate.
Jesus Christ.
If Juventus want him, Juventus can take him. Like I say, just because Juventus want him, don't make him like good enough for where we're trying to go, in my opinion.
He should be
number 5 at best. Say again.
He's talking about Koulibaly.
Who? No, he said VL hate unnecessary.
No,
VL. Oh, Juventus wanting Koulibaly.
Yeah, Juventus want Koulibaly.
Oh, see, because he said VL hate, so I put the 2 and 2 together. Big up Ahmed, you know what I'm saying? Hating and that, hating you know what I'm saying? You jump ship. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea fan 1 minute, now you're a Crystal Palace fan. Kaneki says, I love how scared Matoma looked against Wan-Bissaka. It was a good battle. It's just that Wan-Bissaka got the best of him. And the reason, Daniel, why I thought the 2 was linked, because you said this, VL hate unnecessary, and then you put Juventus on him. So I thought the 2 were linked. But I don't have no hate for any player. I just give my opinions. And people don't like it. Some people don't like it, should I say. It is what it is. Yeah, it becomes best time to criticize after a win. Like I said, I give Lindelof his credit today. He was my man of the match. He was very, very good. I was super impressed and pleasantly surprised. Luke Shaw, I've already spoken on about centre-back. Wan-Bissaka's been good. He's been consistent. But the rest of him, Dalot, I say, all right, he was okay. The rest of him, awful. You know what I'm saying? Right, that's what it is. It's not, yeah, man, Kaneki. It's not called hate, it's called standard. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's not. Because Bruno had played 10 out of 10 today. There'd be people in the chat like, oh, you're going to give him his credit, which I do when he plays well. But he was awful. All that smoke died quick. Because after the Sevilla game, that was a topic of conversation. On here, when I was on Big Six Bands, oh, we played better with Bruno. What happened to them? What are we doing? Eddie, what are you saying, my brother? You good?
Yeah, man, I just wanted to go check on the new real estate at Wembley. They're gonna talk about, we've been there so much, just want to, kind of make sure we got the proper amenities, need a washer and dryer and all that. You feel me? So yeah, I'm cool though, man. Yeah, Victor, hey man, sucks to be y'all, but not us. Hello.
What do you mean? I know you don't care anymore. My heart.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Right then and there, what you just said. Brother, so hurt he don't even care anymore.
Literally.
Let's see it.
Hey, F1's back on Friday, man. Watch this space.
There you go.
I ain't talking about football for like 3 weeks. Watch.
My bro on the F1, it be good. It be going on.
Yeah, man.
Watch your I don't know where Jez is. I'm unsure where Jez is, but there's over 100 of you lot in the building. And we're only at 31 likes. What we doing, man? Over 100 of you lot in the building. We're at 31 likes. Get that up to 50 likes, people.
I really thought you were exaggerating when you said it happened in the first 20 minutes, dog.
Nah, fam, I wasn't. It was 21 minutes, to be exact.
5-0 in 21 minutes, dog.
Yeah.
It was 3 in 8 minutes.
Yeah, same. It's crazy. Yes, Peter, what you saying, my brother? You good?
Yeah, man, it's a good day. The sun's shining, the hose are out. It's a good day, man.
Tell him.
Yep.
Guy,
I'm finna get that ramen in a little bit. Hello.
Yeah, Marcel, Surf is good, man. He just be working. That's all. But Surf is blessed. You know what I'm saying? He was on, which watch along did we do? We did a watch along. I think it was Wednesday he was here. So yeah, man, he's good. Abdi says, thoughts on the Garcia fight at first. I thought he quit. His body shut down after the liver punch, and let's be honest, the fight was a landslide, and the first knockdown destroyed his confidence. Yeah, like that's what I was saying. When I seen people saying he quit, I'm like, no, I just got punched, just got a body punch. But again, this is from people who've never been hit in the body. Like, go let Tank hit you, you get what I'm saying? Punch you in the body and see if you get up. Like, these things matter. Like, I guess, you know what I'm saying, that he was internally bleeding. You know what I'm saying? And hey, Ahmed, cheers for that. But you already know that rule's not in place. Let people know, actually. Yeah. That whole kicking people off for $9.99 super chats don't work. But Ahmed, big up for the super chat, you prick. See, and you ask and you shall receive. Surfer, what you saying, my bro?
I'm good, man. Had a good weekend.
Love that.
It's because the team hasn't played.
Surfer, what up?
I literally just said that before.
You know, I think it's great. Man United fans know what they're doing on June the 3rd, and they're getting smashed by City in the final, so it's all good.
Mounds are made to be climbed.
Huh? What was that, sir?
Mounds are made to be climbed.
Oh, for God's sake. That's a Timo quote, man. You can't quote Timo.
That's what I did.
Jesus Christ almighty. Oh, my God.
You know who else said that?
Is that how you suck, Eddie? You quoted Timo. Oh, my God. Lord. Oh, my God. Do we need to stage an intervention for Eddie, man? This is ridiculous.
You know what time it is.
I haven't said nothing too crazy.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I'm now off the track.
He knows it, but yeah, just to clarify again, people, the whole $9.99 super chats kicking people off. I mean, you should know this because you stayed on when Timo tried to do this to you. So yeah, hold that. And cheers for the super chat, you prick. Big up United Spurs of America every single time as well. You lot continue to get your questions in. Also, let's see what you lot are saying.
Man, you just wasted 10 quid for no reason, man. Hold up.
Yeah, man. That's what he gets for being bad mind, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's why John says.
You know what though, people? You know who we probably won't be seeing for a mighty long time?
Who?
A brother by the name of Codzilla, man.
Oh no!
Go on, Eddie. Go on, talk about it.
Go on, Eddie.
Let me take this time to
preach.
Ahead and
Pastor Eddie in the house.
Brother Codzilla. You thought right. You thought right. If you're out there, I know you crying somewhere, but hey, man, at least you can celebrate. I think Eid is past, so we're good there. Think what I'm talking about? I want to let you know. This is the final nail in the coffin. You talked about my guy. You called him street clothes. I talked about your guy, called him hospital gown. Which one seems more appropriate now? Is it my fault? No, I don't make the rules. Shout out to this is begrudging. Shout out to my dog Peter and his team.
Thank you, my nigga.
Okay, don't push it. For allowing me to gloat. For allowing me to stand here today, vindicated, exonerated, and propped up on a level that Codzilla will never ever reach. It's been real, people. We probably won't see Codzilla for a bit too long, so I mean, I'll let other people. Oh, man.
It's always next year, Eddie. It's always next year, remember?
Long live the middies. Oh, yeah, no, my fault. That they do get that. They
do it next year, man. It's always next year.
Watch out for us next year.
I think we actually told him this last year.
Yeah,
said,
Clip is gonna clip, man.
That's why I said I called them the Spurs. Ironically, there is Spurs in the NBA, but they actually win stuff. But they're the actual equivalent of Spurs in the NBA. I don't remember.
Oh, love to see it. I'm here stateside.
Oh, George,
that might be why our times are a little mixed up. I'm stateside,
man. Well, let me run. Hey, Gal, big up as well, man. Appreciate it, Gal. Big up. He said, yes, flawless late night grind. Yeah, large up, man, Gal. I hope you're blessed, man. He said, how this working, man, in YouTube, but it's good. Hope you're all good, man. Good to see you in the chat as well, man. But large up. Gal every time. Ed said, where the McAllister stand? Quiet. Me and Eddie alluded to this on the stream because we tried to get the chat tried to lynch us literally because we said we didn't even say he was bad. We were just saying we was unsure if he's worth 70, 80, 90, 100 M's. We were saying we was unsure on the hype. I watched him today. Good player. I'm not just judging it off today, just today, people, but let him have had a fire game. Everyone will be talking about, see, that's why we're turning up. But I'm not going to do that because that's just lazy analysis. But today I've seen a good player. But if there's one midfielder I'm taking from Brighton, it's the South American. Like, that's just what it is. Like, for where Manchester United are trying to go.
Oh,
you know,
McAllister's
man of the match as well.
McAllister's Argentinian, my guy.
Oh yeah, all right, then the Ecuadorian one in it, the black one.
Are you thinking he's Scottish?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I keep forgetting he's Argentinian. I keep forgetting.
Hey man, just remember it's Argentina we talking about here. You know, they got a couple things going on. So,
I keep forgetting.
He's a product of the Falklands, Flawless, you know what I mean?
That's what it is, and Marcel, the same way you just made up about Lindelof thing. It's not nice, is it? But let me repeat that then. The way you lot was talking like he was worth those prices. 70, 80, 90, 100 mil. The way you lot was gassing him up. That's what I say. Or because he didn't do well, now the conversation changes. So that's what I say. I misspoke. Let me repeat that again. You lot were talking like he was worth them prices.
We had reasons for concern. We walked through the list of all the people who have transferred out of Brighton and what they've produced.
Yeah, and Marcelo says before you go, McAllister is a good player, man. Anyone could have one bad game. No, but again, I never said he's a bad player. I've said he's a good player. What are we talking about?
Let's face it, man. None of you guys rated him before the World Cup.
Yeah, I've said he's. I actually watching him. I actually think he's a good, like, even outside.
Oh no, what I'm saying is he's like,
not you.
It's overinflated. It's overinflated opinions of him because of the World Cup. That's
all I'm talking about.
That's the thing. He's going to Liverpool, so we'll see, man.
Exactly. Him, Mount. They'll go there. Gallagher.
Sleeping Dragon said McAllister is going to Liverpool. Did no one tell? That's cool. Let him go Liverpool.
What happened was Sleeping Dragon. We have a podcast.
Wait, can he run?
And we were asking where all the hype around McAllister came from. We were generally just asking that question. And then it became, oh my God, Flawless and Eddie are running the persecution of McAllister. We need to call, the United Nations. We need to call every international body to come put these guys in a jail cell or something like that. It was weird, man. It was weird.
But didn't that game just sum up Brighton in their interest, man? If they had like a Ivan Toney, man, they would have probably swept you aside a bit. You know what I mean?
Apparently, they have some striker named Ferguson that's supposed to be the
Evan Ferguson.
He's injured. Yeah. Oh, yeah, big up Alam in the cut as well. Yes, Alam. What are you saying, man?
Big up. Saw the panel had a healthy bottom row contingent. Thought if gangs in here, we as well pull up.
Hey, you lot, over 100 of you lot in the building, man. But let's continue to bump up the likes. We only have 40 likes, man. Yeah, I was up to 60 likes.
You heathens.
For the record, Kyle Lowry probably disgusting.
That's cool.
Hey, man, he needs some help. They could be up 3-0, but he doesn't have help.
Unbelievable. I respect it though. We the North.
Yeah, it's all mad. It's all. Let's see what's going. Flawless. I think you also Sevilla a formal apology for disrespecting their Europa League heritage. I didn't disrespect
Sevilla.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't disrespect their Europa League heritage. I disrespected them as a team. Because yes, I still stand by what I said before the second leg, before the first leg. Just because they beat us, we were awful. They're still shit. I still don't think they'll win the competition. Stand on everything I said. I don't rate them just because they beat us.
That's a Jose. Hey, if Jose makes the final, should we do a watch along?
I have no interest in watching the Europa League watch.
Oh, come on, man.
You can run one on Twitch if you want. You can run that, fam.
Peter, you up for that, Peter Alam?
I'm there.
No, I can't.
Why not?
Because we lost, man.
Oh, Union Saint Gonads didn't go through, man. That's all right. It's fine.
Hey, the league is coming soon. The league is coming soon.
I told you Leverkusen would hand you your ass.
I said Union Saint Gonads.
Yeah, hold that.
Yeah, I'm tired of this random.
That is a very good question, Joel.
Hold that. I told you.
Would I take Rondo over Lowry right now? Probably.
First, I know myself. I'm not apologizing because I still stand in everything I said. They're still shit. I'm saying because simple as that. I'm saying I don't care. I know it ain't gonna change my mind. Yes, Black Diamond. We say
you know where you are, man. You're asking for apologies. This is Sarcasm City.
No, if I was genuinely wrong, I go, all right, cool. Like if they played us off the park,
no. More respect if you actually double down. That's more respect, man.
I'll double down if I genuinely believe I'm right.
Just to piss people off in the chat. That's what I would do.
I know what you're like. You know what I'm saying? And that. But no.
I don't like the way you said that, by the way.
Yeah, don't talk to him like that. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, are you
I said,
stereotyping
what
me,
did I
bro?
say?
You stereotyping me, bro? Is that
What
What
did
the
I
fuck's
say?
wrong with you?
I don't even know what I
Are
said.
you profiling me, bro? Is that
Yeah,
what
what
you're
the
doing?
hell, Flawless?
Yo, what are you man? You Karens? What you man complaining about? I don't even know what you're talking
Oh
about.
There we
man,
go.
Yeah, this guy
There
calling
we
us
go.
Karens.
Yeah,
Mm.
shut up, Darren.
There we go.
Shut up,
Oh,
Darren.
hold up. Something has to change, man.
You're
I
a Keith.
got-
You're a
it's
Keith. That's
bottom
what
row,
you are, man. You're a
bottom
Keith.
row affiliations over here, man.
Yeah.
It's just
One second,
disrespectful,
you
Flawless.
know what? One of you lot add yourselves in. If not, I'll add myself in. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're only two of you, bro. Just one's enough. You know what I mean? It's
You know
all
what I'm saying?
good.
This guy. I don't even know what I said initially, but
Hey,
you
maybe,
know.
if Flawless puts two Flawlesses together, his feet will touch the floor, man.
It won't be if
Hey.
he has them together, it will come out free anyway. So it's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Marcel, I gave them credit for the what's it called for beating us 100%. But I still stand by why I said that shit. But I give them credit for beating. You've been
The
here. You know
14th
what I'm
in the La Liga, man. They're not
That's what
good.
I'm saying. I gave them credit. You know what I'm saying? Same way every
It's
time
more
you've
Man
been
United
wrong.
than it is Sevilla, man.
Same way
Man
every
United play
time you've been wrong, Marcel, and I've been right when we've been going back and forth. That's why you're 1 from 5 in predictions. I don't hear no apologies from you. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? You said we were going to lose today. So you're 1 from 6. That's less than 10%. I might want to talk rubbish. You apologize and then I'll apologize. I'm saying Joe says they're only good in Europa. We'll see it. I don't think they're gonna win it. Like I said, I said to everyone before the game, let's bet money. Everyone went silent. Crickets, tumbleweeds. I'm saying, like, so there we
That's
go.
Jose's Cup, bro. That's Jose's Cup, man. That's what that is.
Who they got in the semi-final?
Oh crap! I had to check actually. Because I know
I think
set
it's
up.
fine.
It's Roma and Leverkusen, and then Sevilla and Juve.
Also, Xavi Alonso versus Mourinho.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Fuck.
that'd be
The
interesting.
heroes coming back from Belgium, man. Leverkusen, the heroes.
Yeah, Flawless, I hit you on IG about linking up 100%. Man said we all know his penalty shootout is a lottery. That so your 2005 Champions League don't count then, yeah?
Hang on, both their cups last
Your
year.
cups last season don't count, yeah? All right, cool. If you want to say your Champions League don't count,
Oh,
all
no.
right, cool, innit?
Yo, Flawless.
Yes, Black Diamond.
Yeah, good night. Good to have my Trini brothers on, Sifa and Peter.
Hey,
You
big
know,
up OG. How you
No
doing?
problem,
Yeah.
man. No problem.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Big up, OG.
Right. So
That's
Flawless,
for you, Black Diamond, right there. That's for you, right
be
there.
easy on Marcel. We know it's more banter than brains here.
Oh,
Come on, the man takes daily L's on every stream. You know, so let's ease up the
That should
youth.
be a podcast.
The best person to deal with Marcel is a fella like Peter. So Peter, on to you, my brother. You take control, my chitty brother.
Hey, man, look, Marcel's my guy, but Marcel's a supreme hater, but I respect it. When Liverpool were getting turned inside out by everybody and all these little shit teams, he wasn't here. Which, like, I
True.
get it, you know? I understand. Like, Marcel, you got to really disown your team like I have. You have to honestly do it. Like, it's like you don't see me. Like, Chelsea didn't play this weekend. We play on Wednesday. I have work. I'm not watching. We play the Tuesday after that. I'm not watching again. I'm not on the hook to watch Chelsea for like 3 weeks, and it's beautiful.
I'm not watching on Wednesday.
No,
It's really
Peter-
difficult to find time to watch Chelsea while USG is making a title charge.
Exactly. Like, if you think I'm not
Unbelievable.
watching the Belgian Jupiler League and I'm gonna watch us get like lose 3-1,
They'll choke on that one as well. They did Thursday.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's a manager stan. He's a club stan. I even think it's all about Liverpool, but he's just for a club stan.
Nah, and like you
Up
said,
the
yeah,
charts.
big up Lewis in the club. Nah, it counts towards the record because United have lost. You be here trolling and that. You won from
Lewis,
6.
please
That's
take road to
less than
40
10%.
points out of your bio.
Not until we get to it.
We're
Yeah.
not gonna get to it.
We'll get there one day.
No, we're in a dead end, bro. We're in a dead end. We ain't doing
Flawless,
that.
you know what to
Already
do, my
talked about it.
dog.
We're
You
not
know what to
gonna
do,
get there.
Flawless.
What?
Hey, big up Morris in the chat.
Oh yeah. I got you. Give
And
me
no
one
way
sec.
Marcel called this Union Saint jollof rice. How dare you? We went
That's good.
we went further in Europe than your team. Don't do this.
That's it.
What the hell?
That's good, Joe. I'll give it that one.
Hold that.
You
hold
finally
that,
got
man.
one,
That
man.
was good.
This
That
shot
was
landed.
good.
That's good.
I can't believe you guys are trying to crash on Union Saint Gilloise. You guys are haters. This is
Right, Indian
unbelievable.
Saint Gonans, man. It's all good.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I
fuck
love
you,
that.
man.
That's
Fuck you.
hilarious. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Well, you know what?
for-
Surfers, no.
on.
You know what?
Go on.
Bottom row on bottom row violence. We need to call Surfer to court. We need to call Surfer to court. He went on loan to the Pelicans. Them niggas didn't even make the play in. Chelsea sucks. I don't know what else he likes. The The Ravens don't have a quarterback. Own goal. I also support the Ravens.
Yeah,
It
hold
is-
that.
Hey man, but like Surfers, all the Surfers teams are dying.
No, Leverkusen's alive, man. Leverkusen's
Well,
alive.
No, but this is why he feels this way about USG because his loan stint sucked ass. So he's seeing us, have a good loan stint, and he's mad. I understand.
Yeah, how
it.
good
I
was
do
it
the same way.
Thursday, man? That's all I'm saying. How good was it
Hey,
Thursday?
we'll be
Yeah.
in big UCL nights next season, mate. It's all good. You won't.
How many teams from the Belgian league actually going to the champs? Is it just
Who cares, man? They all suck.
It's
Like,
I
two.
just want to know because if
One,
they do get
one,
there, it
one.
just gives me extra.
Doesn't
added
one
interest.
get a qualifying opportunity?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct. Second place gets a
Union
qualifying
say-
opportunity.
Yeah, Ed, just quickly on Lavi here. Yeah, quality baller. You lot continue to get your questions in, bump up the likes. Yo, hella
he went
soul with
off
the
and they lost the lead.
44 likes. Yeah, he's a quality baller. 44 likes. Scales up to 60 likes, man. Like check 1212. Let's bump up these likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Jez is also in the building. Yes, Jez. What are you telling me, man? You good?
yes.
Hey, big up, Jazz.
Back. Let's just sit
Here
back.
He said-
we
Let's just
go.
sit
Yo,
back.
Here we go.
Yes,
He's
He's
Jez,
about to have a
what you saying?
sensational
Dog,
20 minutes.
The floor is yours, my boy.
Yo, thoughts on your game, man.
Thoughts on my game?
Yeah.
Which one? The Dortmund game?
The Spurs game.
This is already
Criminal
start.
crook.
Spurs game, genius.
I didn't watch the game, so
Alright,
we lost
thoughts
6
on the
months, so
scoreline then.
that's it.
Thoughts on the scoreline.
After 20 minutes, it sucked the game. Anyway.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
we played 4 at the back, and we conceded 5 in 20 minutes or something. So, yeah.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Five
but
at the back is supposed to be defenders, not goals conceded, man. What are we doing?
I don't know, man. Like I don't know what the coaching staff was thinking. Like trying to play 4-3-3 with no advanced attackers or some shit, or like actual.
Maybe they were vibes.
Why was
that.
Oliver playing like in the as a number 10? Like what was going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I don't know what type of crack was smoked before the game, but it must have been some good crack. I don't know.
good crack.
But just do you expect a response from the team versus United? Because
No.
I don't think
No.
it will be an easy game for United. You know?
No.
I think
It's
you all
gonna
give us problems.
it's gonna be an easy game for United because I've been saying this.
No.
I've been saying this since Milan already that this the team has already given up. Like
They
I'm
checked
looking at
out.
the team's been checked out since Milan. Like that's why I don't care if it was Conte here. That's why I see people who say Stellini should leave. I don't really care, to be honest. The season is over. I don't know what the difference is. Like if somebody else comes. Sorry, I don't see the difference if somebody else comes in and trying to fix the situation. Like you can't really fix it. You can't fix the situation where everybody's literally down. So yeah, that's why I don't think it's going to be a hard game for United, or Liverpool or whoever I have to play. Like I said, the only positive today was that we only have 6 more games to left.
Yeah, actually, just because Warrior asked this, even though he asked me, I'll answer. Where do you think you lot will finish in the league this season?
I said it before. I think we're finishing out of Europe because I don't think we're gonna pick up a win.
What, 8th? So you reckon you'll drop now from 5th to 8th?
I mean, yeah, there's enough games to do so.
I think definitely Liverpool gonna catch them, bypass them.
I mean, any team that's literally behind us, Aston Villa,
They got United and Liverpool next.
Brighton. No sense. So like, I don't know. And for me, I don't really care, to be honest, because like I've been trying to say all season, like people call me crazy when I was saying that even though we were in around top 4 and shit of Europa League 5th, why am I always so mad? That's exactly the reason. Because like I thought, man, league position doesn't really this season. The league position doesn't really tell me actually how good the team has been. Like we shouldn't be nowhere near like anywhere Europe anyway. The way we've been playing this season, like it's just that we had hella bailouts for like Bentancur, Kane, or something. So that's why I said like I don't really care personally if you're not making Europe or so. I really don't.
Oh shit! I didn't realize we had 2 games in hand on you lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like,
Realized.
if there was actually that's why I said to Don Dada, like, if the United game was any sort of hard for them, then they would have showed up today, because if they actually wanted to do anything this season. But I thought, man, the season's already over for most of these guys already. Not even most of these guys, all of these guys. At this point, it's more about just get to the end of the season and then we look from there.
No, Thursday, I couldn't see you there. Obviously, you play us on Thursday, and then you've at Liverpool away on the Sunday as well. So that's 2 big games for you, lot. Like 100%. Hey, Jeremiah, enjoy, man. Good to see you in the chat, my G. Good to see you, lot. Good to see you in the chat, I should say. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where Spurs do end up. Like, I'm unsure on that.
Bro, we're not going to win the game. That's the crazy part.
We're
Like,
going to do the Chelsea, no win the game.
bro, these guys couldn't protect the lead against Bournemouth when they went to draw the game. Like, which is weird. It's just a weird thing because I actually saw the last bits of the game, and I was like, "Yo, why is nobody defending when you know you need a result?" And like, I think the morale is like literally down to 0 from. Like, I don't think anybody really cares about for the rest of the season.
Spurs. Jazz, what do you think the huge problem is at Spurs? Since even though Stellini is sacked, nothing's gonna change, or nothing's changed, is what he's saying.
Wait, he got sacked?
No, that's what he's saying. No, wait. I mean, if Stellini gets sacked, is nothing gonna change? He's saying, what do you think is the huge problem?
Ownership. Because I've been trying to say, and the fans.
Wait, the fans? Why the fans?
The fans too, because like. Do you wanna have a new manager? Let me go first with the fans quickly, and it's not every fan that I say, but there's certain section of the fan base who they will go and say, yeah, go get this manager because this manager has winning experience. But and when that manager comes in and doesn't do anything in like the first 2 months. These guys are running always on. They don't do well, even though they know the team is not good. Most of these guys will be already like, this guy should be leaving. Same with the players. Like, I already seen guys say, Paul, we need to sell him already back to Sporting in the summer. The guy just came in January. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is stuff that I'm talking about. Like, there's no patience left in the. And I understand why there's no patience left, but I don't understand why guys cannot have a patience with you. No, we are not the type of club where like, we can go and get superstars in once, and we don't spend that type of big money anyway. I already said like most of these guys, especially new signings, even though I hate Richarlison, I mean everybody probably knows, I still give him another season as well because I also want to see him in a team where like we actually organized, where we actually have a defense, where we actually have a midfield behind him. On the second thing, ownership. I mean, I talked about it many times before. Really, I can't really say it. I mean, he's probably new, so he probably doesn't know. But with the ownership, I mean, we have a guy who just literally came out a day before, I think today, came out and he was talking about how he thinks everything is fine, how he thinks the average Tottenham fans likes Daniel Levy. What else did he say? How there's a bigger club. There's a club in North London that's above them in the table, but they're trying to catch up by not spending any money. How in the last 3 years, when you look at the money spent, we've been up there apparently. All these type of things. So we have ownership who thinks they actually think we're doing well. That's the funny part. But technically, we're doing well for them because on the checkbooks,
it looks good because you're in the green.
We're in the Europa League. We're in Conference League. We made the round of 16 in the Champions League. That's a good season for them.
Let me ask real quick, Jeff.
Yeah. So I mean, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, these people don't really want to put guys into positions. Like, they don't want to put a DOF there. They don't want to put a technical director there. They don't want to have a good scout recruitment there. They don't let these, and even if they do put people there, man, don't allow them to just work. Like, if you want to sell a player, the ownership is going to come through. No, you can't sell the player. Why? Because it's too less that we value the player, but the player that you're trying to value has lost so much value because you don't want to sell to the point where like you know what I mean, like to the point where like you have to sell them for nothing pretty much.
Yeah,
like,
it's cheap.
Exactly, because it's too cheap for them. So like you said, like for example, we bought Dumbledore. He's the highest paid record fee that we paid in the club. If you want to sell Dumbledore for 50 mil, I will do it then. But the ownership will come in, but now we need to get more money for that because we paid so much for it. But they don't realize that the guy legit has not earned like the right to be even worth more than that. So I mean, and then the last thing as well, I'll just quickly on that is we're trying to sign guys on new contracts that have done absolutely nothing over the years. And they know, and the funny is these people know it's going to be very unpopular that certain guys probably get new contracts, but they're still going to give these guys contracts for whatever reason.
Mhm.
And the funny is, I don't even blame the players because they know they're probably not going to get the money elsewhere. I don't blame the players. I blame the club for giving guys new contracts.
Of course, it's on the club.
Like if every guy gets a new contract, I mean every day just does he does the best what's for him and his family. Nothing more.
And it's just
go on, Eddie.
like, I'm wondering. I'm not trying to make fun of or anything like that, right? Why do you think it is that they go out and get a manager like a Jose or a Conte when you know that their outlook for the club doesn't, or their expectations for the club, don't match a Conte's or a Jose? You see what I'm saying? Like, why do they even go in that direction? Right? Especially if you know that everywhere these guys go, they go to these big clubs who can spoil them with whatever they want.
You know why these guys go in for these guys? One, because the fans are crying for them, because we were linked to these guys, and when we didn't get them, they're happy. I think the main reason is because of revenue. Big names like Jose Mourinho, big names like Conte, they bring attention to your club, which means they bring also money. They also bring money to the club. What do you think? Ironically, when we had an all or nothing show coming on, Jose Mourinho happened to be the manager as well.
Yeah,
exactly. Like it's all about the money. It's not about the footballing actually aspect. So this is the thing. That's why I said I don't want Enrique at all. Good manager, but when you bring these type of managers in, you should support the minimum. Even somebody like Nagelsmann. If you don't want to go and bring him in, don't bring him in, because you waste my time, you wasting his time, you wasting everybody else's time. So
he's like in the running, something like that.
I mean, I don't know who the hell's in the running. Like, if you've been probably managerless for like I don't know since when, and I still haven't heard anything about them actually trying to go. Because I know we couldn't really because Paratici wasn't this whole situation, and it's only got cleared this week. Where like obviously he had to resign, so we have now Levy's running the manager search, but he's also trying to get a DOF to do it. So I don't know, but then again, for him, for whatever reason, everything takes forever for him. So I don't know who really is going to be the manager. And I said already, like I don't really care who the manager is, to be honest.
You have said this for the longest. Speaking of that, obviously we did mention top four. Chris said, "Are Liverpool fans still talking about top four?" My word. Crazy part is they still got a shot. As long as it is, they still have a shot. It's a long shot, but it's a shot. When you look at their fixture list, when you look at the table, when you look at the teams around him, we're talking about Spurs. Obviously, Villa. They're only a point off Spurs with a game in hand. They're 3 points off. Yeah, they're 3 points off Spurs with a game in hand. A point off Villa with a game in hand. And then you got United and Newcastle above that. They're 9 points. They're 9 points away from Newcastle currently. 9 points away from Manchester United.
Newcastle also got their one game in hand though.
Yeah.
United got 2 games in hand.
They could, like I said, it's not. Let me actually have a look.
I don't think United going. I think because United going to finish fourth. After my opinion.
Looking at them, Newcastle they play Arsenal, they play Brighton. Yeah, even though favourable, Everton away. You'd expect them to do the business on Thursday. Sat at home to Southampton, away to Leeds, home to Leicester. Right, they'll have a big say in the relegation. And then, obviously, mid-table Chelsea they face the last game of the season. So, yeah, like I said, you'd expect Newcastle to do the business. So maybe Liverpool don't get there still. Liverpool have to go on a run, but they could finish fifth.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be finishing like anywhere between 5th, 6th. I think it's going to be Newcastle or Man United.
They play West Ham away, obviously, on a Wednesday. Home to Spurs on Sunday, which would be key. Home to Fulham. Home to Brentford. Away at Leicester. And then home to Villa. So that's a favorable running. Like they've been inconsistent the entire time. They did manage to get past Forest, of course, but we'll see. Away at West Ham and then at home to Spurs, like I said, the end of the week. But yeah, they still have a shout, like without doubt. Unfortunately, like I said, I want them in 7th without like 100%. Yeah. Smash the lights, people, and pay the toll as you enter. Support Flawless and the gang. Yeah, we didn't say Newcastle. We said Marcel. Listen, I said Manchester United. Didn't say Newcastle. Said United have a game in hand. Newcastle is the same amount. Come on. What's this? United for life says Tottenham future is in danger. They could lose their prestigious top 6 spot because your Newcastles and Brightons are coming strong. Pause. They can literally become another.
Man, make sure that was crazy. That was crazy now. Y'all gotta chill. And who said that in the chat?
United for life. Yeah. That's what I said. Pause.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They can literally become a Brentford or Fulham. Depends, like I said, because normally, like out the big 6, there's always at least the bare minimum. There's 2 of them that have poor seasons. It's rare that the top 6 and all 6 of them are flying. So someone told me the last season that all 6 of them were absolutely at it. At least 2 of them are crap.
And my thing is this: on this is that I don't really care about this whole big 6, top 6 kind of thing. I would rather spend like a couple of seasons 8th. Back-to-back 8th.
But here's the thing, man.
Just to for them to realize that the team's not good and that you actually have to spend money. Because like for me, let's say we would have finished 4th. You think we're gonna get signings? No, because they think we had a good season. They think because let's say for this position onwards, we somehow get top 4. These guys think we had a good season. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't mind if you do bad for a couple of seasons, because if these ones realize the money's not coming in, who knows? Because like I said, the club's been up for sale for, like he's trying to deny it, the club's been up for sale for a minute now. But it's just that nobody comes close to this valuation. I think the worse this season gets, the more and more people are going to realize that the ownership is not really trying to actually do anything, and it's more inconvenience. Like last year, finishing 4th was a convenience for them because Arsenal bottled it at the end. I mean, Arsenal fans maybe don't want to agree with that, but they did bottle top 4. I mean, you can even argue United did as well, because United, I had United actually finishing top 4 at that time.
This season? Oh, you mean last season?
Last season.
Shit.
Yeah, I actually thought United was going to get 4th, but then everybody just said, "Fuck it, we don't want to play no more."
Yeah.
So,
are you talking about last season?
Last season. And what's it called? And this whole and the Brentford and thing. What's the team name? Fulham. I disagree, because even with that, when you even look at how much money we actually got, it's never going to go back to that. Because if you want to, we can always spend our way out of there. Because like we do have the money. Like I said before, our ownership doesn't want to sell. Like if you want to know, I don't think our ownership from their own money, they never even really, because you can have money that will self-sustain by the club, and then you have the ownership money as well. These guys have not put a single penny in since they came in again. So that's like minimal. When I'm talking about actual money from the ownership alone, it's been minimal, very minimal.
I get what you're saying. And speaking of, you know what I'm saying, the absolute minimum and underachieving, you know what I'm saying? Ahmed's in the building. Yes, fam. What you saying, man? You good?
I'm enjoying myself. It's a Sunday today,
I'm glad, man. I'm glad
Resting.
you're enjoying yourself, man. Rest up, man. With the slick back hair, love to see it, man. Enjoy it,
Slick
man.
back Somali in the building.
Thank you, man. Hope everyone's doing well,
I'm
man.
gonna apologize to Peter upon entering.
We're not apologizing for nothing, man. He always cusses me out, man. He gets that £10. He can hold that £10. But hey, it doesn't matter, man. Even if he didn't get taken
That's
out.
flawless £10.
Yeah, man. He can enjoy that, bro.
YouTube will take their cut, but yeah, appreciate it. Kamal says if Ten Hag gets us the FA Cup and top 4, it's actually crazy considering the level of the other teams in the league this season. I just loved how the conversation has changed. You know what I'm saying? In regards to Manchester United, now we are where we are. Now we're in the position we're in within the league, having won a trophy in the final of a Nets competition. Now it's no good. Now, because we spent 200 million, it should have been that. But we've seen Chelsea just spend over $500 million and they can't even get into the top half. We've seen Liverpool spend 200 million over the past 2 seasons and go backwards, and fail this season and fail last season. But because our manager spent 200 million all of a sudden that automatically just diminishes his achievements. No, he spent that money well. Bear in mind, people don't rate our signings like that. People tell you how bad that is. Malacia is not all that. Casemiro was overrated. Martinez, you know what I'm saying? Trying to say this so it buzzworthy. Like Martinez isn't tall enough. That's the word I'm looking for.
Weghorst. You gotta put Weghorst there too.
Weghorst ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit turn red, but all these, but people don't rate our team. But then when we're doing better than their team, they don't want to give us any credit. That's why I don't get. Like, cause Sam got caught out today. His top prediction, his prediction list on 12. He had United 7th. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think that's too far off. He had Aston Villa ahead of us, who were managed by Steven Gerrard. That's crazy. That's what I need to talk about.
Crazy.
That's a whole different conversation. But all right, so you had us 7th. Now we're 4th. Probably going to finish in the top 4. High, possibly 3rd. That's over it, but no, it's not overachieving because Chelsea were crap and Liverpool were crap. No, so your teams didn't do the job. So you was wrong about those two clubs. Same way you was wrong about Aston Villa. In terms of film.
And what they fail to factor in is that nobody admits it. Who would admit it? Eric Ten Hag again inherited statistically the worst side in EPL history, the worst United side. And I think we had like 7 players leaving. What we got in, 5, 6? You know, bringing in a brand new philosophy. So even though he brought in some players, half the squad is not built for that philosophy. Plus, he had to deal with the Ronaldo scenario, the Greenwood scenario. People don't give the man sufficient credit. And look, Chelsea's going to be in a position now. They're going to bring in a brand new manager. What will be the demands on him? Because money has been spent, £600 million. It's not going to be easy. But again, people operate over agendas. I think the man has done a very good job.
Marcel said it, and he said his Sam on Twitter said y'all didn't overachieve, and I agree. You man spent big in the summer. We ain't hearing no overachieve. You spent big this summer and underachieved. So what are we doing? You spent, you know what I'm saying?
My boy.
You spent 200 million in the past 2 seasons and gone backwards as a football club. You failed this season and you failed last season. What are we talking about?
So let me ask this question: how it is somebody is bringing in a brand new philosophy, right? Have to change internally the infrastructure, the culture of the club. Have to replace 7 players with £200 million, and the reason why Anthony went up because he was available for 45 was because of the incompetence of Muto. Factoring all of this, making a statement like that is totally illiterate. It makes no sense.
Yeah, 100%. And like I said,
My God,
as Sam predicted us to finish 7th, we're 4th. That's the definition of overachieving. We are over where you expected us to be. You predicted us to be 7th. We are now 4th. What are we doing if we finish 4th? Even if we finish 5th, we've overdone your expectations. But because they don't match the narrative, a man don't want to say they're wrong. That's what it is. I'm saying, same way he predicted Liverpool to finish 2nd, and they're currently sat in 6th or 7th, wherever you are. Where I've got a table there. You man a 7th, yeah? Like, what are we doing? Like 100%. And yeah, Klopp did fail. Like, I'm not talking about Klopp's opening. I'm talking about these past 2 seasons. Liverpool has spent 200 million over 2 seasons and gone backwards. The objectives for Klopp at Liverpool is to go and win the Premier League and win the Champions League. He's failed to do both 2 seasons in a row. But hey ho, we move.
For every high, there's a low.
Only this season we spent. No, that's a big
and where was all the complaints? Where was all the complaints?
One sec. Like, we're talking about you lot failing. Klopp failed this season. He failed last season. That's a fact. He spent money. Like, that's what it is. Like, it is what it is. No. It's not all about trophies. It's about the right trophies. You know what I'm saying? No. Let's not do that. It's all about trophies. No. It's about 2 big trophies. Klopp was brought into Liverpool to win Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, not FA Cups and League Cups. Let's not do that. Let's not change narrative because your guy sucks.
Hey, now these Liverpool fans last season were crying about the sucks.
I'm saying, let's not do that, man. Klopp was not brought in to do that. You do not spend the money you spend and have all the world-class players you have to win FA Cups and League Cups. There's no one with a statue outside of your stadium of FA Cups and League Cups. There's nobody who you call a legend at your football club of FA Cups and League Cups. Like, let's not do that.
No, where was the complaints? They complain about spending. 1 second. They complain about lack of spending. And probably it's true with FSG, lack of spending. But where were the complaints when they were on the verge of touching that quadruple? I heard none.
Dundada,
No complaints whatsoever.
You know what the complaint was at the time? What I heard last season. The complaint was, Carling Cup, Carabao Cup and FA Cup is cute, but if you don't win the Premier League or Champions League, it was a fail of the season.
The manager said, book your tickets to Istanbul. He said that, book your tickets to Istanbul.
And without doubt, they can sugarcoat it all they want. That's a failure of a season. Otherwise, all your expectations aren't as big. So what has Ten Hag brought into United to do? And first and foremost, improve us, first and foremost. Because we are nowhere near the level we're supposed to be. But eventually, further down the line, is Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. And if he doesn't get that, I will criticize. But first and foremost, it was improve the team and win any trophy because we hadn't won one in 6 years. Shit's been done. We've scored more goals than we did last season. We've conceded less. We're better overall. We have more points, and we won a trophy, and we're in the second final in its first season. Cool. But that can't be it 7 years down the line. Ten Hag is not. If Ten Hag done what Klopp done, I'd want him out. I'm saying that's just me though. But you might rate him highly. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's legit what it is. So, like I said, he's failed twice. You might like that's the facts of the matter. That's not opinion. He failed this season and he failed last season. You won an FA Cup and League Cup. That's good for everyone if not called Manchester City or Liverpool. That's an abysmal season. What are we doing?
And you got to remember as well, they had for the whole parade, the boss had the Champions League trophy there too.
Yep.
And I think the Premier League trophy too. And that removed it last second.
Yeah, man.
It was peak.
That's what it is. And if he fails next season, that's 3 seasons in a row he's failed. So when we're gonna start talking about him, I've already said he's cooked at Liverpool anyway. Said he will not win a big trophy at Liverpool again. He's good enough to win you like FA Cup or League Cup. He's in his Wenger phase. When Wenger started falling off at Arsenal, that's where Klopp is now. That's exactly where Klopp is now. Stubborn, don't change, all that stuff. So you might won 1 league title and 1 Champions League, congrats. And that's it. And it failed ever since. But we move. Yeah, flawless people like to forget how horrible United were to watch last season and miss their games. Yeah, we were terrible. That's what I'm saying. There's levels to go up. But eventually, you're trying to reach the top. I've already said if we make the correct signings, title challenge next season. That's my expectation. If we make the correct signings.
Is Arteta into his 4th season or 3.5 season? 4th season.
He's completing his 3rd season, I think. After this season, so he's gonna go into his 4th.
No, check that over. I think he came in half season at the beginning, so it was 3.5 seasons, right? So as Ligona was saying, at 3.5 seasons, you must expect to be competent. And all these demands on Ten Hag within his first 9 months, people do not apply context. Look at Klopp, 7 years. Come on, people, be real. Be real. I ain't having it, man.
So a manager ain't allowed a bad season. He's had 2 bad seasons. He's had 2 bad seasons. Let's not do that. And I never said Liverpool will not win another. I never said United will win a league title before Liverpool. I said you won't win another league title under Klopp. That's what I said. I want you to keep Klopp. Keep him, please. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping Dragon, do better than what? You failed this season. You failed last season. What are we doing? Or is Klopp not of the level we're talking about? If he's not of the elite level, tell me. And then we can not put elite expectations on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? His expectations at Liverpool is to win the Premier League and Champions League. That's what we're talking about. That's what Manchester City's aim is. That's what Liverpool's aim is. He's failed to do so. So it's not 1 bad season, it's 2. And what happens when you lot fail? You won't be in the Champions League next season. Highly unlikely. So then you can't win that and you ain't winning the Premier League. So that's 3 seasons in a row. How much longer are we giving him? 4, 5, 6? When does it stop? Again, it's just because Chelsea are having a piss poor season. People ain't talking about Liverpool. Yeah. I'll mention it. You know what I'm saying? Because you lot have been shitty. I want to crash on us when we've actually had a successful season. That's a fact. Whether you think we overachieved or not, the season's been a success. We will win on the cup. I'm more than certain. Just watch. You'll be here this time next year. I'm keeping all the receipts. What will you win? I've already said you are good enough. He's good enough to win you lot FA Cup and League Cup. 100%. He's the new Arsene Wenger. When I called him the spicy Wenger, I was spitting. And that's what it is. He's Wenger with a European Cup. And without the domestic success, league-wise, it's a wrap. Show's over. I'm saying, and you 1 from 6 with your predictions, Marcel, so we know what time it is. Like, what are we doing here? You're just not that good. Yes, Liverpool are definitely affected by the media. To go from a quad to being out of everything in January is awful. But people don't talk about these things. But then what criticize the manager at my club who took over the worst ever team in the Premier League statistically, as Black Diamond mentioned. Yeah, man, it's spicy Wenger. That's what it is. Spicy, and the media love Wenger too. Because he plays great football and he's got all these players. Yo, what did you win?
Talking about the media, fam.
What did you win?
Talking about the media.
Yes, Marcel, third place in the League Cup. That's overachieving for United. Well, yes, the mighty have fallen. Like, why are we acting like we haven't fallen? We've been crap for 10 years. Yes, we have fallen.
This is what I don't get sometimes.
It's better to have fallen than always been on the ground like you lot. You lot have never stood up. You had a blip and that was it. Yeah, go on, Eddie.
This is what I don't get. People crack jokes about us being terrible since this time and that time, and then expect all of this from us. Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it? Like, again, we like, maybe you. I know you watch with a hateful scope, Marcel, but let's be clear. This is not United.
Thanks.
This is not United. This is just Manchester United FC in name only. That's really what we're dealing with right now. I like, as much as I've been watching United 10 years ago, or not even like some, so 20 years ago, players of this caliber at United right now would not even see the pitch in a sub role. We used to get the best in class. Now we get what we can afford or what we want to buy. It doesn't make sense. Like, bro, we got to be balanced here. And I get you got to have an agenda, but at a certain point, it's like, okay, now we've gone over the deep end.
And that's it. Like, man say, yeah, like you mentioned, people talk about how bad we've been. And then when we say, yo, it's a good season, it's like, yes.
C1 is still Jaude? Is this, oh, my bad. I see C1 mentioning me. Is it still Jaude, C1?
I think
I love Jaude's, man.
2 and 15 or some shit.
Jaude on Trocero time is gonna be cold. Yo, Poch, man.
I respect Don Trocero.
Oh.
See, there we go. Lewis will say it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don Trocero.
What, Poch to Chelsea?
Don Trocero. Yeah, Sleeping Dragon, Ten Hag is overrated. He may be by some. I'm still judging him because I've not gotten big enough sample size. I like what I see. Is he an elite manager? I don't know. I just like what I see so far, but I need more than a season. I need more than 2 seasons. Give me 3 seasons to assess him properly. I've seen enough. Nah, Marcel, don't do that. I agree, Eddie, but some fans act like he's still the mighty man. Well, talk to them. Because I don't talk to you what other Liverpool fans say. I don't talk to you about what Ryan said. So don't do that to us. Because that's easy to do. And then we can run anything. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, RSV. That's exactly what it is. I can't judge Ten Hag now because I don't have a big enough sample size. I just like what I see so far. That's it. What I see so far is good. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Like Peter said in the chat, yo, bump up the likes because you lot are hating with the you lot are hating on the likes. But like I said, Klopp's failed 2 seasons in a row, but people don't want to talk about it. That's all it is.
Like, let's take for example, right? Let's take this for example, especially if you're at a big club. Madrid is about to fire Carlos Ancelotti, bro. Carlo Ancelotti. Like, what is it for? Because he did not win the league. And they're 15 points behind Barcelona. That's elite club mentality. You can be elite club in commercial size, footballing, and those are 2 completely different things. When it comes to this footballing shit, I thought Liverpool were an elite club, but it seems to me they're just here for a good time, or at least your owners make it seem that way. What do they say? Like 22-time cup and all that shit? Like, okay. Well, if that's the case, then you can't be out here talking about Klopp winning 2 domestic cups as a success.
That's not a success. That's a failure for them.
It's a failure. Every year
United
United is not in contention for the Champions League or the Premier League title. It's been a failure. When we got second to City, I swear to God, we were like 30 points behind them. It's a fucking failure. Simple as.
That's why I never praise that. I don't praise that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with you on that. Like, that's crazy. Like I say, this man been here a short amount of time, and I like the work. Let me repeat that. I like the work he's done so far. Is he elite? I don't know. I'm saying. Right, but we move. LFC for the double says, would you sack Arteta if he doesn't win the league this season? No, I think that's a bit harsh. I wouldn't sack him if he don't win the league. I wouldn't say that for. But I'm looking at him funny. But I wouldn't sack him.
I would like to appreciate.
Yeah,
I would like to make everybody aware. Arsenal fans told me once they went out from the Europa League, we got bigger things to focus. We got the bigger fish. All I'm saying is, go get the deal done, fam. Go get the deal done. You told me there are bigger things to worry about. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh, but it is. Even though they're overachieving, being in a title race, and if they finish second, at the start of the season is a good season for them. Cool, but from the position and the situation they was in, you have to win the league. You should win the league, like 100%. You can't. The 2-2 at Liverpool, cool, but West Ham away, battling relegation, you're 2-0 up.
Southampton at home, bro.
Southampton at home, bottom of the league. Southampton at home, when you're 3-1 down, and then you make it back to 3-3, like losing to Everton away. Like you can't be dropping points to teams. That could be the 3 teams who go down. I'm not saying they will, but it's a potential. Like that's 3 teams battling relegation in West Ham, Everton, Southampton. Like, and I'm sure I can't remember where else they've pissed poor Manchester United, according to some, we beat them. Like, that's what it is, and they're just failing at the wrong time. But no, sack him is harsh. I'm saying, and Peter's right, man. You like even bumping up the likes. You know what I'm saying? Over 115 of you like in the building. We're at 56 likes. Get that up to 70 likes. Like, check 1 2 1 2. I know it's probably you Liverpool fans not liking
conversion rate up, bro.
Yeah, facts. Tell your manager do better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. If I think my manager's elite, I'm holding him to elite standards, and the elite trophies are Champions League and Premier League. If my manager's an elite standard and I'm an elite club, I'm expecting elite results. FA Cup and League Cup are side dishes.
But
they're not the
to me, flawless. Everything has an inception. When asking this question here, when Klopp came to Liverpool for his first season, he came having won the Bundesliga twice?
Yes.
Right? Right. Ten Hag would have left Ajax and come to United. This is his first season. He would have won.
One sec. Just to clarify, I never said West Ham are going down. I said potentially. That's all I said. I said potential. They could go down. You lot got to start listening. Go on, fam. Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically, I'm just doing a comparative thing here. Klopp was a prospect. They brought him in because he had won 2 Bundesliga titles, right? And that was supposed to be the start of something special. His first season didn't really accomplish much. Ten Hag came from the Eredivisie, having won 3 titles, right? 3 league titles. Started his project. So we're doing comparative logic here. So one is saying, well, Ten Hag is underrated, but when Klopp went to Liverpool, he was an exciting prospect. So what is it? I'm almost fed up of the level of illiteracy, you know. I mean, people seem not to grasp it because they're so blinded by agendas. And I tend to focus on common sense and reasoning. It's almost the same thing. We don't know where we will be 7 years from now. You guys know what you have done in these 7 years. And if you want to compare that to Pep and Sir Alex Ferguson and think that is special, then that's on you.
Well,
ain't it?
We know it's not special. But like I said, that ties into what I said just earlier about being elite. If he's elite and you're an elite club, let's expect elite results. FA Cup and League Cups together or separate are not elite. They never have been and never will be. There's no legends and no football clubs based on any elite clubs based off those 2 trophies. Like I say, they're in addition to winning a Champions League or a Premier League. Like, what are we talking about? I'm saying if I ask Lewis right now and Peter and all the rest of the Chelsea men to name their legends, it's man who won Premier Leagues and Champions League. They don't mention no League Cup or FA Cup guys. They may have won that in addition. Lewis is always talking about Hazard. Hazard helped his team win however many Premier Leagues.
Big up Eden.
This is what I'm saying. Like that's where it stems from. Klopp is clear. Ten Hag will never be on Klopp's level. Never. You may be right, myself. I'm not even disagreeing with you. I don't know where Ten Hag is going to be. Yeah, Klopp currently right now is a better manager than him. Currently, when you base it off CV by CV, absolutely.
Yeah, he probably has a crystal ball up his ass because he knows that. He knows what Ten Hag will evolve into.
In terms of, you can guess, like I said, I just need a bigger sample size because this is the first time seeing him at like a top level, like at an elite level where there is expectations to do even more so. obviously you have the Ajax, but it's not the same pressure of being at Manchester United. So we'll see. What player would we consider a legend because of that FA Cup or League Cup? There is none LFC for the double. That's the point I'm making. That's why when I say Klopp failed this season and he failed last season, is for that very reason. So there is, and yeah, Klopp's level is definitely not unachievable, Chris. Yeah. Man, obviously Liverpool fans are gonna hype him up because he's the best manager they've seen in their lifetime at their club. There's been no one better. That's what it is. Like you can't even argue Rafa Benitez because he didn't even win a league there. Like Klopp won both. So because he won the Champions League and Premier League, some fans are gonna be blinded by that. They say that's done. If Ten Hag was available, I'll take him at Chelsea. Yeah, it makes sense because he's done good work here in a short amount of time. But I want to see him sign players to see where this goes. As a United fan, I'm excited for next season and the season after. I'm like, all right, I've seen enough from Ten Hag to the point where I'm like, I give him the keys. Just don't crash the car. I'll give him the keys to the kingdom. And if it fails, it fails. So Alan Shearer is not a legend because he never won any major trophies. Marcel, you know that Alan Shearer won the Premier League. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't know. Probably didn't know.
Yeah, Alan Shearer won the Premier League. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Check Blackburn's son.
He's definitely 17. He has no.
Nah, Marcel's older than that. Marcel like mid-20s.
No, he's 19. He said he was 19 on one stream. He came here and he said he's 27.
Okay.
Right, so we don't know what is the truth.
Yeah. Fair.
Don't know.
And again, yes, Chris. Again, people are always trying to twist words. Elite clubs. You know what I'm saying in there? Name me an elite club. Alan Shearer is a legend at. What elite club did he play for? He didn't even play for an elite club. What elite club did he play for, Marcel? Please jog my memory. Because my memory's not the best. Go on, Victor.
Newcastle's on the way, man. Newcastle's on the way.
But I'm saying when he played for them, Newcastle ain't an elite club. I'm saying. Yeah, see, he said he's not 19, he's 20. So if you're 27, you should know that then. But like I said, what elite club did he play?
How did he know?
Probably a slow 27, brother. Probably a slow 27.
People catch themselves out, man, all the time, innit? Like if you let someone talk for long enough, you figure this shit out. That's all it is. Like I say, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Continue to get your questions.
Yeah, 27 because I'm 21 and I didn't watch Shearer win the league, but I know he won it.
Bro, I'm telling you, but let the boy lie. Is either he's lying or he's lacking mentally. Anyhow, that's a mess. Let's be real.
But like I was saying,
continue being cooked stream after stream.
Yeah, Alan Shearer's never been at an elite club. I'm very particular with the words I say. Like I said elite club in particular. Name me a legend and an elite club. You just want a domestic. You know what I'm saying? And that. Like, that's what we do. Yeah, of course you got to troll, man, because you ain't got no facts. But I stand by what I said.
Shoot yourself. Man shooting himself. Lord have mercy, boy.
You know them ones, yeah? You know them ones where you fuck up and be like, oh, I'm just playing.
If 7 years from now, Ten Hag has achieved as much as Klopp achieved in his 7 years, would you consider him a success? Nah. No. I'm saying that. Nah, I wouldn't. One Premier League and with that team, no. With all these world-class players.
They taught me best in everything. Best defense, best attack, best midfield.
Like, not with them, and I rate them players highly. So like,
nah, man.
So, I wouldn't. I'm saying go on.
Best assistant coach as well, Pep Linders, man.
Yeah, like that's how I'm looking at it. But yeah,
Floors, you doing the NBA game later or not today?
Bro, no NBA.
Yeah, my mic is messing up. Let me go out and come back in.
Yeah, no stress. It's all
when's your next stream?
Nothing tomorrow, unless if you want to join doing the most free, and then Tuesday there's NBA games and stuff in it. It's Premier League watching and NBA, you know what I'm saying, and that. I tell it's all on this, but the NBA games ain't, but the rest of it's on the schedule. I want to do what game is it tomorrow? Leeds Leicester. The games ain't the best, so I thought, let me just do a hate watch along and hope Leicester beat up Leeds.
One second, Flawless. Let me end this once and for all, because let's not do this. All right, let's not do this. This boy is seeing that. Marcel is seeing that I am obsessed with him. Listen to me, my youth. I have never applied pressure on you. I have never given you heat. You do not know who you're dealing with, brother. I am not obsessed with you, right? What I do tolerate, sarcasm. He doesn't tolerate bullshit, lying, and excessive fuckery. And that's the line you're heading down on a consistent basis. I have never applied heat. And with respect to Sarcasm City and Flawless Show, that is why I hold back. You're not ready intellectually. You're not ready in reality. That's a fact. Someday you might get there. There's always going to be somebody bigger and badder than you, son. And you accept it and move on. You're going to get there someday. I am not your level. Be careful. That's all. So
And
from
Chris,
now on, brother, I'll have less to tell you. Little
and Chris,
idiot.
go on. I hear you. I'd want at least 3 prems. Like, yeah, like 100%. At least 3. But like I said, I don't accept that. But everyone's expectation and where they're at and what they want for their club is different. Liverpool fans ain't seen shit. So that's why. It's like the whole, what you prefer to win, the Champions League or the Premier League. It's always Arsenal fans who will jump up and say, the Premier League, you've never won the Champions. What are you talking about? Are you talking about something you've never had? That the best to ask that is a United fan, a Chelsea fan, a Liverpool fan, for example. Like, at least they've experienced winning, like, both of them things. That's where it stems from. And people just not being honest. Like, I criticize my club more than most. Like, without doubt. That's just what it is. But, yo, you lot continue to bump up the likes. We're at 64. Continue to get the questions in. Don't forget, link for the memberships in the pinned comment also. I've already updated the live stream schedule as well. I'll be adding the NBA on the Twitch, but on the YouTube, it's already updated till next week. So, you know, all the shows that are coming up today from obviously your Man United, where I'll be talking obviously more so about the FA Cup game against Brighton, the Sevilla game, because I'm still under my head's still hot about that, like in the manner in which that went down. And today wasn't good, but yesterday technically the performance wasn't good. And then of course you'll get doing the most because there's no Monday game, and then Tuesday your Man United, etc., etc. Hey Sid, big up, man, all the way from India and that. Good morning, Flawless, and big up, large up. I know it's morning over there. Salute every single time. Yo, you lot need to relax in the chat, man. Jesus, yo, chill out. I'll just start timing people out. Fuck's sake, Rolly talking ball here. That's all it is. Get your final few questions in before we close out anyway, people. Your final few questions in. Yeah, what's going on here? What are you lot talking about? I'm just saying. But yeah, what we got even coming up? Like I said, yeah, midweek games. Midweek games is coming up also. In regards to the ones I mentioned, the Leeds Leicester game, Tuesdays ain't really good. Wednesdays, obviously, the big game. You got Arsenal, Manchester City, which should be interesting. Because, Manchester City, Arsenal, I should say, the meltdown from Arsenal fans, if they do indeed lose that game, will be hilarious. Thursday, obviously, it's Spurs United as well. Big top 4 clash. So that'll be interesting as well. And then we're back weekend also on top of all that. But yeah, man, you just got to stop trolling, man. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. Next 2 weeks, United will have some news that will shock some fans. What is it? Yeah, bless my soul. What news? United for life. Chat to me. Don't just drop this. What's the news?
Probably talking about the Qatari seal.
Yeah, United for life.
I've been hearing for like the last 3 months, man.
This guy, idiot. What did you say, Jess?
I was saying I've been hearing sales for like the last 3 months now.
Yeah, man, this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm not out here like with the Qatari flag in the bio and dancing about it on streams. Like, nah, I'm still just waiting.
What's the prediction for the Arsenal City game?
That's what he's gonna say. Yeah, City beat him.
City beat them.
City beat him comfy.
4-0 City up Chelsea.
Hey man, you know what though? You know what I'm saying? Like guys like Cine, you know, they're gonna do huddles when they don't 2-0.
Yeah, man.
Huddle up.
Somebody's gonna cry.
Arsenal, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I know it is, man.
Come on, man.
Someone on the pitch, someone with tears or something like that.
Nah, it'll be Zinchenko.
Crying bingo. Like how many minutes until Zinchenko's gonna cry? And then I say around 60. I think around the 60th minute he's gonna start crying.
Yo, you should be able to bet on that. There should be over under
like 2
minutes,
before
the 70th or after the 70th.
I think somebody actually tweeted us saying like I think they added like a betting site on Twitter, and then they put the ad and they said Zinchenko to cry in the 60th minute.
Zinchenko's top of the league for expected cries.
XC's, you know, it is. But yeah, I think City do the business 100%.
Even our little team hustle.
Yeah, definitely a team huddle, 100%. Winning the league and Champions League once in 7 years is an absolute success. This ain't a Fergie era. Lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. Unless the Irish take over, don't expect trophies galore. That's a lie, because look at Manchester City. So one thing I say is expectations. That's not elite. That's not an elite expectation. If you're happy with, but obviously Liverpool ain't won shit, so it makes sense. Because they ain't used to winning trophies galore. How much has Pep won at Manchester City? How many Premier Leagues has he got? 5? 6? You know what I'm saying? Like in however many years, what? 6 in 9 years. What are we doing here?
Can I also say
Mourinho
as
had
well?
2 in 2 years. Like, so let's not do that. Let's not check before you go, Jez. We're not moving the goalposts because it's Jurgen Klopp. Like, no, it's not a success if you're an elite club. No. 2 major trophies in 7 years, absolutely not. That's a failure. Yeah, go on, Jez. Go on.
Also looking in the context, so talking about these league titles, they lost 2 close title races during that time as well in the 7 years, and they lost 2 finals in the UCL as well. So he could have done more, but he didn't. So in my eyes, in that context, it's not a success. You did the bare minimum, which is getting one of each. Like it's the bare minimum. But
Doesn't Leicester have a?
Yeah,
Leicester has a league title.
Yep. Man's lost man's finished runners up in every, and they lost the Europa League. He's finished runners up in every competition apart from the FA Cup, I think.
That's what I'm saying. When people say Klopp couldn't have done more,
of course he could have
definitely done more. Like the funny thing is, you could maybe have the argument if you were never in those situations. Klopp was there in multiple times in those situations where you could have done more.
So Ali Messi says City also have an amazing team with an amazing manager. That's what that is. It's not just the money that they've spent. Like that's just plain wrong. I'm saying they have an exceptional, because they didn't have that dominance before Pep, and they was there. So how come Pellegrini and Mancini didn't have that dominance? Because they weren't that good. That's why. That's why they've won however many Carabao Cups in addition to their Premier Leagues.
Do you know what's funny? Liverpool, since Klopp has been here, Chelsea's won the exact same trophies Klopp has, with different managers. That's insane.
This is what I'm saying. In their most successful era. Whatever, man.
We were successful as well.
Yeah. This is point taken. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. But Liverpool fans don't want to hear it. It's like, yo, I keep saying it, your manager's cooked at the top level. This is my opinion, people. Said it. I think he's in his Arsene Wenger back. In regards to when Wenger started falling off at Arsenal, when they last won their trophy in 2004, no one would have expected him to have never won a Premier League after that. When was Liverpool's Premier League title? 18, was it? 19? Was it 2018, 2019? I know one of you.
COVID year. Like
2019. It was 19, so 22. Yeah, they ain't winning another one. And yeah, bump up the likes like Peter keeps saying, man. We're over 115 of you lot in the building. And we're only at 67 likes. Get that up to 80 likes because we're going to close out. Continue to get the questions in. Members, of course, it's your time. And what I did today and what I'll do going forward as well is all the watch-alongs on the channel be members only, people. Be members only. Yeah, LFC for the double, yeah. 1920, yeah. So, and you lot hit the subscribe button as well. It is road to 7K here on the channel. It'll close out literally in 5 minutes. I need to go get something to eat. Yeah. If Zinchenko cries again, I would sub him and sell him. You know, it's just more the Arsenal tears. That's what I'm looking forward to. Not the sensible Arsenal fans, because there's some sensible ones. The loud ones, that's what it is with so much chest. So much chest.
I hope all the players cry about it. Also with Zinchenko. All of them to cry about.
Once Pep leaves City, they won't be the same. Pep is this guy, idiot. Once Pep leaves City, they won't be the same. Pep is the biggest difference. Facts, they have a magnificent manager, they do. But that being said, speaking of managers, we'll go to this shameless bastard over there in the top right for that 181 U-turn on friggin' Don Chacero and Mauricio Pochettino. Lewis, why are you sold on him? What are you saying?
I just think he'll actually give us some pressing patterns, attacking patterns, develop some of our younger players. He's better than fucking Company or whoever that guy from Celtic is that we're linked with. And we're not going to go in for Enrique. And he actually was the only manager that made me a bit shook at Tottenham. The only manager. So, yeah, I don't mind him. I don't think he's as bad of a coach as people make him out to be. Decent guy.
I agree. I think he will do great developing these young players.
Flawless. Who
Plus,
would
they'll
you?
give him time to bed in his philosophy. They'll give him the money that he needs to build his squad. I'm not saying I don't see how it could fail, but I do think it will be a bit promising.
It could be that he lays the foundation and you will start to make progress, and then probably they bring in somebody, with more pedigree, or he could stay there. But I think he will lay a proper foundation.
Yeah, I think with all the money they've spent on young players, like a lot of Chelsea fans have been creating this like mythical manager in their head that can develop the young players and contend right now for like big trophies. And I really don't think that manager exists necessarily. So you got to pick one side or the other. And if you go for the contending now managers, you're probably like just setting that talent on fire, all that young talent that you just spent all the money on. So you had to pick this side at some point. So they've ended up on a manager that actually has a resume with developing young talent. So from that standpoint, I see why it happened, and I see like the sensibility behind it. But ultimately, like, we've got to this point in a really roundabout way. We've turned over every stone. I can't sit here and like say with confidence that everything I just said is what the management has thought through to get to this point. But ultimately, like, I understand the hire, and I think it makes sense.
First, I fully get. I think it's a smart move for where you are. Right? I'm not gonna lie. I definitely think.
But is it confirmed, Flawless? Have they actually spoken with him?
I think so.
Yeah.
Have you not spoken to him?
Yeah, they've been reporting like
talks,
whole
there's
like
more
reports
talks.
saying that like he's ready to take the job and stuff.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Like I say, it's just a shameless U-turn from Lewis, which is hilarious. That's the funniest shit.
Come on, I've always been backing top-notch Poch. Come on, man.
You see, he's starving. When somebody's starving, man, they'll grab at anything.
Top-notch Pochettino.
This guy, idiot, yo.
He's magic.
Of the Chelsea.
Hey, that chant is cold though. The magic,
He's magic,
You know, I didn't get Peter thoughts on Poch. Is Peter there?
Yo, what up? What up? I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your thoughts on Poch?
I actually think Pochettino is better suited currently to manage this group of players than Nagelsmann would be. But again, how we got here is insane. How we went from Nagelsmann and Enrique, the clear favorites, blah, 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 all of this, Vivell and co. like Nagelsmann, seems like a matter of time, to suddenly Enrique gets thrown out of the race and then Nagelsmann publicly curving us. All of those things happening, we can't forget that those things happen,
anyway.
And that's how we seemingly settled here. Pochettino has been available the whole season. He's been unemployed since he got handed his P45 by PSG the beginning of last summer, right? We have been struggling the whole fucking season. If this was the thought, why are we going through some public, like, shitty Love Island reality series where we're just picking a coach? We decided to sack Potter on April 2nd. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it will be April 24th. Why do we not know who our coach is actually going to be? Why is this all taking so long? I don't like that part. But if we get Pochettino and it works out fine, I just think there are some red flags that fans are going to ignore as to why Nagelsmann seemed to be primed to take over and seemingly didn't want to. My fear was we were going to be turned down by managers of a certain caliber, so it's going to limit the bracket in which we go shopping, and it seems that way. But I actually think Poch is pretty well primed for this specific job. But this shit better work, because if this shit doesn't work, we're screwed. We seem to have pissed off the entirety of Germany. So good luck trying to find the next coach, because it seems like they're all coming from Germany now.
Okay,
Well, if it don't work, we'll just get Lampard back as interim and then.
Oh yeah, that would go great, right?
I think that'll go great, man. Super Frankie, like, hey, Lewis, that's the most sense you've spoken in a minute, man. I think you should just give him the permanent job. Bro.
I need to give somebody a shout out to them. I need to give somebody a shout out to them.
You know what I'm saying? The Lampard thing. Yeah, go on. Who you shouting out, Jess?
I need to give a shout out to AWB. I told niggas when I take him at Tottenham right now, they were laughing at me. They were saying, "Why would you want him?" That was beautiful.
Lockdown Matuma.
I saw today, bro. Locked up, fam. No
First
samurai.
person to do it all season.
No samurai comes today on my timeline. Give the brother some respect, man. Best defender I've seen here.
And
Right,
also, if we're doing respect, gotta respect Davinson Sanchez. It was 1-1 from when he stepped onto the pitch.
No, what happened? You know what happened? Luis, this is something I forgot. Thank you that you remind me that real quick.
No worries, bro.
What did I tell you? When Luis is in goal, people don't respect us in general. But when Luis is in goal, it's like fuck it, shoot at the goal and hope it goes in. I told you. That's why I told you. I blame Luis for the. That's why I told you. I blame Luis for the Mikey Kingo, because he wasn't goal. Mikey,
that's just a great strike.
Mikey, I don't care for all this. Look at the results. Look at the amount of goals we have conceded before and after Luis came in. I'm telling you, it's not a joke when I say when Luis is in goal, people just lie. Bro, Chelsea could score 5, and they don't score.
Hey, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't
it's a lie, bro. It's not a lie. Lukaku has more goals than Chelsea this month.
That's not hard.
Oh, another month.
That's my point. That's my point. When I say
it's sarcasm,
that's what I'm saying. When Luis is in goal, so Lord, you have to give me the credit. When I tell you when Luis is in goal, I'm telling you something is wrong. It's like everybody is just happy to shoot at the goal and this goes in. By the time it was half time, I think Newcastle had like 5 goals, 6 on target. And then we threw the second half. Why? All I'm saying is Luis got subbed off. And apparently it was an injury, apparently. It was how convenient. How convenient. Yeah, it was injury.
Right.
All I'm saying, thank you for reminding me about the Newcastle game again.
Yeah. United for Life here says, Flawless, who would you pick for your team? Prime Allison 01-02 or Prime D Wade? I don't know what number you're saying there because you put 06-06. Let me know if United for Life. This is a basketball question though. Peter, we'll go to you. Prime Allen Iverson or Prime D Wade? Like I say, my basketball.
I was just 1 and 01, so I can't even say.
Dwayne Wade won championship in the year that he's probably talking about. They also don't really play like the same position. So like it's kind of a very random question, but Dwayne Wade.
Okay, fast. Eddie, what are you saying?
D Wade. Oh, but fuck, it's Allen Iverson, dog. It's tough.
Oh, nigga, we love AI, but Dwayne Wade did win a championship in this time that we're talking about specifically.
Yeah, it's D Wade.
D Wade, Alam, what are you saying?
It's definitely D Wade. Oddly enough, I think this is the season where 10-year-old me became a D Wade fan from like that point onward. So yeah, definitely D Wade.
Right, first,
he does if we're talking about comps list, he does have one of the coldest. Too. He does have one of the coldest comps you'll ever find. Like
hold tight, Anderson Varejao.
Dog, it's crazy the shit that he got off close.
I can't see this wide D though.
Say that again, Black Diamond. What you say?
Are we understanding the question correctly? Because to me, I'm seeing who would you pick for your team? D or Prime?
Prime
Iverson.
Would I pick for my team?
Yeah. That's what the question is. So definitely, I would take Iverson for my team.
Better, but give me AI. If I have a team,
that's what the question is. Who would you pick for your team? So I will choose Iverson over D Wade any day.
Like for the Suns, give me Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade still.
Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul on the bench, never has to play. It'd be beautiful.
Well, I think just speaking on hypothetically, if you had a team, which one of these players you would
he said if I was making a team, also Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, he said 05-06 is.
Give me AI.
He said AI. Hey, Marcel, big up for the super sticker as well, man. Appreciate it. Large up, man, every single time. But yeah, we're going to close out here, people. We are going to close out here. Yeah, did we get to all the questions? Yeah, I got to all the members' questions. Lewis, let them know what you got coming up tomorrow. Obviously, positive stream because Chelsea didn't play this weekend. So what you?
Yeah, I'll probably just do the latest on Pochettino and all of that.
More
I don't know. We'll figure out some stream.
No points dropped this weekend. That's a celebration stream.
Let's go. But sadly, on Tuesday, we got to do the preview for Chelsea Brentford. So
we don't have to, though.
I think you have to, man. I think you have to, man.
I think you need to get the streams and like I can't like I felt kind of empty for like if there were with no Lewis streams from like the entertaining. I'll be real.
Facts, super entertaining, man.
But even when Chelsea are winning, I'll be tuning in the background. Like
I'm just supporting my brother.
Decline of my mental health over the last 8 months.
I'm just seeing I'm just seeing the growth. I'm just seeing the growth of your channel, man. That's
I'm
all.
saying, like, we are to support them.
No, we are here to support, man. Hitting like buttons, subscribe, all that stuff.
Did you guys also get the 3 p.m. message earlier, like from the government?
I didn't get it. No,
you
I
didn't
didn't
get it. Some people said they didn't get it. I thought Luis.
Yeah,
I thought Luis broke his ankle when somebody said that when the message came. I'll be honest.
I thought we were getting sanctioned again. I've actually been fine with it this time.
It's crazy. You're a joke, man. But yeah, make sure you head over to Lewis's stream tomorrow. There'll be some Chelsea related. Yeah, man. Of course, man. Like I said, I wish I could do Chelsea Brentford. You know what I'm saying? Well, here we are because that's the same day as City Arsenal.
Yeah, I have to miss another footballing classic to watch Chelsea lose. Great.
Is it at Brentford or is it at the Bridge?
No, it's at the Bridge.
You got a chance then.
The thing is, Lewis, you don't have to go.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Lewis, you don't have to go.
It's a job. I'll go.
Go get your bread, man. 100%. Go get your bread. Without doubt. All right, we're gonna close out, people. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel. The link is underneath in the description for his channel on this live stream and every live stream on the channel. Road to what will you say?
Road to I was gonna say 40 points, but I'll get to 40k before then. So yeah.
I was gonna say I thought you heard 40. I thought you was talking about 40k subscribers. I'm not gonna lie.
That's more realistic. So yeah.
Yeah, go subscribe to his channel. Like I say, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe here each and every time. We're back today, Manchester United podcast, 4:30 p.m. UK time, people. That's 4:30 p.m. UK time. So I'll be talking all things Manchester United there, and then you'll get doing the most 11:30 p.m. here on the YouTube as well. And I swear there's an NBA stream. Just let me have a check. I know someone's playing tomorrow. Let me have a look. I was having a look before, and then what I'll do. Obviously, I've got Battle of the North as well at 7 p.m. I'll try and do for you lot tomorrow is a fan calling show. I know you've been asking for it. So I'll try to do a fan calling show on the Twitch. That's what I'll try and do. Yeah. And tomorrow you'll also get it'll be a late one. Let's have a look here. Yeah, Lakers Grizzlies. I'll do that tomorrow.
Hey man, I object.
What do you mean you object, yo? What do you mean you object?
I object.
What did I do, yo?
Yeah.
Flawless pokes bears. That's crazy, yo.
Why do you object? What is going on?
Hey, we just want to support the boys.
Hey, man, this nigga wants to make us watch Dylan Brooks. I refuse.
I don't want to make you do anything. You lot are more than welcome to join the stream and watch whatever NBA watch along you want. I mean, NBA game you want.
There's one game at a time now. We don't have a choice.
Well, that's fine. Well, it's not me, innit? You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? Give me an alternative.
Don't
Say
do the
again?
game. What the hell?
Nah, Lakers move numbers. I've said this, man. Lakers do the biggest numbers. That'd be foolish of me not to do it.
Hey, look, you guys don't like real hoops. I get it. You want to sit there and watch Dylan Brooks fight with the backboard for 2.5 hours? Go ahead. Yeah. That will not be me. That will not be me.
See, and here when you speaking about it makes it even funnier and more intriguing.
I hate
now
that
more
nigga,
interesting.
man. I hate him.
Why do you hate Dylan Brooks?
The only thing he's fighting is not only the fucking back.
Bro, low key, the only reason they played the playoff series last year, the only reason they won a series last year is because they played the one team that's dumber than them. That's it.
Shout out to Timberwolves.
Bro, it's the battle of the Silver Tooth Kids. I swear to God, Timberwolves Grizzlies. I can't believe we almost had that again. The Timberwolves would have won the playing game. I swear. Adam Silver had to make the call. I understand because the Wolves, supremely low IQ basketball. If any of you are curious, they're about to play and probably get swept by Denver. So the Grizzlies are not much better. The Grizzlies are not much better. They all listen to NBA Youngboy, and they all play like they listen to NBA Youngboy. Fucking blows my mind.
Dylan Brooks is on the court having
to be eliminated from the playoffs.
All I'm saying is all I'm saying is free culture comes from. He doesn't deserve this on the Timberwolves.
Nah, man, he can hold that. Sorry.
Yeah, Eddie, why are you objecting to I'm saying watching the Lakers? What's going on? You're not pulling up.
I've seen success when you were not involved. That's all. Leave it at that.
What do you mean? I'm not out there, you know what I'm saying, chucking up threes. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen success when you were not involved, and I stand by that statement.
I didn't win the playing game I watched. What do you mean?
Playing.
You won the playing game? Well,
playing
they won the playing game because they played the one team that's like just more retarded than everybody else.
Yeah, you won the playing game, and then we did one of the Lakers Grizzlies, you know what I'm saying, games, and they won that one. The one we watched, they won. So you did the first one.
Man, we don't have to do more though.
You did the first one. Hey, like I say, I'm with the people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the people.
No, you're
People
not,
vote
man.
with their eyeballs. Of course I am. What I'm saying, if the Houston Rockets drew the most, I do more Houston Rockets during the regular season, but it's the
Thank
Lakers.
God they don't.
You know what I'm saying? The Lakers drive numbers. Laker Nations, you know what I'm saying, is widespread, man. It's a juggernaut.
Hey, the purple and
franchise.
gold. The purple and gold.
So yeah, Lakers Grizzlies tomorrow, 3 a.m. people. And like I said, that's on the Twitch. I'm gonna try and pattern a fan calling show for you lot tomorrow as well. I will do. I'm just not sure what time. Probably be about shit, like 10 p.m. But keep a lookout. I'll be posting it on all the socials. Anyway, anything that you might want to add before we close out?
Russell Westbrook, enjoy Cancun.
Fuck Luis.
Up the
Westbrook
Chelsea.
is goated. You too. Enjoy Cancun, my nigga.
Oh yeah, shit. Westbrook is goated. He's about to be in.
I'm gonna see y'all out there. I'm gonna see y'all out there in June.
Stay
My
on that
boy,
side.
I'll be out
Stay
there.
on that side, brother. Stay on that
Nah.
side, man.
Westbrook is goated in Cozilla, splitting a room in Cancun. Don't tell anybody.
That's what Kozilla gets for getting Westbrook is goated on his team. That's what he gets.
Yo, the Westbrook is goated judge is real, man. And he was in here talking earlier about my predictions be right, and now you're about to be in Cancun. PG got injured, and then Kawhi's not back for Game 4, right?
No, he's not. Kawhi got no timetable for that return, brother. That knee is cooked.
Kawhi is definitely not with the team right now. We don't know where he is, but I guarantee you he is not with the Clippers.
And that being said, Tuesday we will be doing Suns Clippers, people. Tuesday night, 3 a.m. you will get Suns Clippers, where the Clippers are aiming not to go to Cancun.
Yes.
And then the following day, Wednesday night, is going to be a good one. Grizzlies Lakers, Game 5. So that could be the Lakers trying to get through. Why you laughing, yo? This guy.
Crazy. I just know how that makes people feel, and the way that makes people feel is hilarious.
Why is that funny? What's funny? I'm missing the joke. What's going on here? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure
What's
you
going
are
on?
missing it.
I am missing the joke.
Intentional is another question, but I'm gonna just let you cook because it's your channel, man. I'm gonna let you cook, man. Go ahead, man. Do your thing, man. My fault for interrupting. Go ahead, man. You got it.
Nah, it's just like, so you're getting the Lakers on the channel because they do numbers, right? Every single Lakers fan on this channel is not about it. Timo has not been here. Eddie is vocally like making it clear how he feels. Surfer is a Pelicans fan.
See what you done, bros?
What did I do? What was I saying? Tell me, what did I do? Please tell me.
I don't know what it is, but it's just a bad juju about it. I don't know what's wrong.
What bad juju did I do to the Lakers?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like they 2-1 up currently. What we doing? Like we could be
watching.
watching.
Maybe I'm not watching.
It could be. We did the first game. We did the first game.
They lost the first game.
Nah, they won the first game. I swear.
No,
we do the
first
first
game.
I can't remember it. There's so many streams.
So unless you could probably put a poll and see what the chat wants. I think the chat wants the Lakers stream.
Of course they want the Lakers. I can literally release the numbers, man. I was looking at like Lakers even at 3 a.m. do more than other NBA teams at like 12:30, 1 a.m.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, like so it is. So yeah, Grizzlies, Lakers.
I also need to say to Mr. Stay on that side and stuff, like talking about like, hey, it's not a parade in you. There's no parade in your city no more. There's no parade in your city no more. Like Mr. John Morantha. Like stay on your side, fam. The West is good. The West is good. How are you letting bummers? How are you getting a bum like AD do this to you? Like, come on, man.
Watch your mouth, Jez.
Come on.
Watch your mouth, Jez. Watch out.
Disrespect.
And
that's disrespect.
And how's Dylan Brooks looking like the leader of the team? Like, come on, man. Like that team.
That man's having an identity crisis in front of our eyes, and we're just all hanging out.
I was saying, like, well, how is Dylan Brooks the leader of the team? Like, how's he the alpha?
Man, how did you think Boston was who you had to worry about?
Yeah, how did you think you were going to get far enough to even worry about Boston, my nigga?
I'm trying to say. Also, I'm trying to say, like, the Christies are so cringe from like Peter said, from they probably all listen to Young Boy and this shit.
Bro, they're so cringe that I don't even really root for them to beat the Lakers.
Only city it was a parade in was Denver. That what Niger was there.
Hey, yo.
Facts.
He's not lying.
But yeah, Game 5, people. Grizzlies Lakers. Whether it could even be 2-2 or the Lakers are trying to win that to close the series in Memphis, and then that same night, Kings Warriors as well. So that's Wednesday night, and that series is tied 2-2. I know the Lakers won. The Warriors won by a point today. Cause I did watch the end of that, and then when they released the rest of the the rest of the times, then obviously I'll update it. But big up for you lot, as always, supporting. I've already stated, check out the upcoming live stream schedule, hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff as well. When the stream ends, it'll send you to the Man United podcast. Just all I need you lot to do is just hit the like button on that and then close it off. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell on that video. And I'll be there tomorrow talking all things Manchester United. But love, please continue to support in the manner in which you have. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.